What happens when you cast Emrakul on Arena? We are gonna find out. Oh, that's right. Emrakul is on Arena. It is a 13/13 flying trample protection from Instance Eldrazi, legendary Eldrazi. And it costs one less for each card type among cards in our graveyard. So we will have an assortment of card types in, hopefully going into the graveyard. But that's, what are we going to get? 4 different types it's still a 9 mana spell. So I thought the best chance that we have of casting it in an actual competitive shell is mono green devotion, and that's what we're doing here. Oh, but I should mention, there's one other thing about Emrakul and why you want to cast it, not reanimate it. When you cast this spell, you gain control of target opponent during that player's next turn. After that turn, that player takes an extra turn. So, they get their turn still. Okay. That is what Emrakul does, but you probably recognize this shell. We got some elves. We got the Wolf Willow Haven. We got Primal Might as a sorcery, and some Storm the Festivals as a sorcery here. Old Growth Troll, Steel Leaf Champion, Yorvo. These are big devotion-adding creatures, hopefully on turn 2, if we can stick an elf. Kiora to untap our Shrine to Nyx, or lands that get some Wolf Willow Havens on them, or even maybe untap our Great Henge, which is the artifact of the deck. Key card, definitely want to have 4 of this. Cavalier of Thorns, 5/6. When it dies, you get to put another card on top from your graveyard on top of your library. So if Emrakul ends up getting milled over when this comes into play, we can bring it to the top of the library, and hopefully by that time we'll be able to do it. This is enchantment and a creature, Nylea Keen-Eyed, that makes creature spells cost 1 less, and it can also help us dig through our library to find Emrakul and its devotion payoff. So people don't normally play this in devotion decks, but I thought I'd give it a try. 4 copies of Castle Garenbrig, because why not? We're going to just try and ramp to creature spells as best we can, or Nykthos, and 1 Boseiju, and the rest for us in the mana base. And stick around and tell the little backstory of the how Emrakul got on Arena. Then we'll get into the matches. Chapter breaks, as usual, in the description, and deck list in the description. Thanks for joining me. Okay, well, if you don't know the story of how Emrakul got on Arena, go look this up, this story by Ian Adams of the Arena team of how Emrakul actually ended up on Arena when they decided not to put Emrakul on Arena because it was going to be too hard. We have some very clever engineers to thank. Andy Reef and Scott Ward, and I think there was one more in the article, Ryan George, and probably a bunch more engineers. But shout out to them. Before I get into the deck tech, just shout out to all the engineers who made this happen. This is for you. This video is dedicated to you. Here we go, here we go, here we go. How many games until we cast Emrakul? My prediction is it's going to be a lot. I won't be showing them all to you. But you can, I'll tell you at the end of the video. You can leave your prediction now. All right, well, I would say we've got a turn 1 Llanowar Elves, but we don't. I think we can still keep this, right? Because we got a turn 2 Wolf Willow Haven. Maybe we draw a forest here. Let's see. Well, let's see what the magic gods want to give us. Looks like a control deck of some kind. Luckily, they didn't have a Spell Pierce there. Thought sneezes. Probably takes Kiora. They're looking at Nylea, though. So if you take Nylea, you make my Emrakul that much cheaper. Okay, they don't take Kiora. Now, if I untap this, I get 2 mana, right? So it's not worth doing anything, so we'll wait. Here, take out the Nykthos. It's not into... Opponent does not want anyone to have any fun today, I guess. Yeah, they're making our Emrakul cheaper, though. Taking the old growth troll, I'm guessing? Yeah. It's a shame, because if we had stuck the old growth troll, then that would have come out as a creature. We got another Emrakul in hand. Not so fabulous here. Let's go find a creature card. Untap. Activating it. Okay, we got all our Emrakuls. Okay. Opponent's going to be laughing if they thought sees us one more time. Can we get to 9 mana for the Great Henge? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. So let's go digging for a creature. Graveyard. Well, this is already making Emrakul cost less.
Let's get moving.
Huh. Do we want to draw another Wolf Willow Haven? Maybe. A Memory Deluge. I mean, if we get to 9 mana, we're casting Emrakul. Even though they will counter it. But we could cast Emrakul 3 turns in a row. We got that going for us. Opponent is not applying any pressure. Although they're almost at Hall of the Storm Giants mana. Opponent thinking hard. Wolf Willow Haven. Got these 2. Gonna be a counterspell. Sheoldred's Edict. Each opponent sacrifices a planeswalker. That's not very nice. Guess we should have kept another copy of Kiora. See if we can find an elf here. Opponent's not letting us do much. Well, we can draw that next turn. We can cast it. Probably eats a counterspell, but what are you going to do? Gotta try. It resolves. Oh, we don't get a Nykthos. Did we have a Nykthos in the graveyard somewhere? We did. Is it only from among the lands you milled? Yeah, from among them. Oh, but we draw a Nykthos. So, yeah. Huh. Guess we need to untap of that. Are we going off in game 1 here? How many of you predicted this? Eight mana. That's just enough to Emrakul. No! Opponent conceding! No! Alright, well, we're going to keep playing. We're going to get an Emrakul off on an opponent that doesn't concede. I can't believe a control player wasn't up for it. Ooh. I think I'm going to mulligan this. We knew we were going to draw a land. Could be really good, but... Well, there's the land. The guard is 8, Ornithopter. It's a hammer deck, and they kept against us. We about to get hammered? Looks like it. Alcade. They're running out protection for the hammer. Castle Garebrig. Best. Is it best to race, or is it best to draw? I guess we'll play on the idea they don't have the hammer.
Why do I love krakens? Just can't help myself.
They got the hammer, there's not really anything we can do. Okay, now they're going to go get the hammer. It takes them a couple turns. They got the scamp. That's a 1-turn kill. Cavalier of Thorny Orns.
I love to make a splash.
Could be good. Nixthos into play, please. Another Titrite Sword, okay. We can beat one hammer. Wolf Willow Haven. So, okay, Castle Garebrig. I think I want to nick those first. See how much devotion I can add. Wait, actually... No, too late. Steel Leaf Champion. Wolf Willow Haven. Untap the Nyx.
The ocean surges, life thrives.
On the old Festival Arena. Cavalier, Old Growth Troll. Draw some cards. Here's another Nykthos. First we can cast this Kiora. We're doing some kind of popping off here.
I defy gods, defying
Untap that Nykthos.
one drop. Ripples
Tap it again.
flows.
Cavalier. We draw an Emrakul. Seiju would be good. Has to go into the battlefield though. Huh. Llanowar Elf. Not super helpful. From the festival again. Nylea and another Cavalier. Alright, you hammer deck. The Castle Garenbrigi. From the festival. Cool. Play that. Yes, we'll keep the new one. Tap the new one. 21 mana this time. Dormant Festival. We can get a Kiora and an Old Growth Troll. Keep the new Kiora. And draw some cards. Oh, there's our Emrakuls. Play an Emrakul. And it's the key turn, so we can waste the search. Oh! No fun. Come on, hammer time. I believe I can Emrakul. And the opponent won't insta-concede. Opponent's going first. We should probably mulligan this hand, because it's probably like 2 mulligans already with 2 Emrakuls in hand. But, you know, I got the Kiora, the Llanowar Elves, the Wolf Willow. You get a Cavalier and hit the Nykthos, and then all of a sudden we're in business. I'm going to keep it. This is a numbers game. Play enough games, you will cast Emrakul, I promise you. Play enough games, your opponent won't have Fatal Push turn 1. But not this game. Is it a mono black deck? It is a black red deck. I don't know why those annoy me so much, but they do. Kiora. Don't need to use her, though. We could have some serious mana next turn. Not quite 12. Actually... Can I tap its own mana to activate itself? I can't. Drat. The Nylea. Untaps these. Ooh, Nykthos. Okay. Alright, Yorvo. Survive. Survive long enough. Could be our time. It is a very slow-moving black-red deck here. They've almost certainly got a kill spell for Yorvo. Oh, no. Now they're going to sacrifice. So Nykthos, add 4, untap, and another 4. That's 8. Certainly hit the Nylea a couple spins, but... Oh, and Cauldron Familiar, great. Of course we get the Primal Might now. Let's see if we can get a creature. Oh, we do. That is beautiful. Get another Nykthos. Untap.
Tides always rise again. Let's get moving.
That's 6. Already played our land drop. We'll spin the wheel again. We find an Elvish Mystic. You cast that, or I could just keep spinning the wheel here. Graveyard or library? That could be pretty good. We'd have to have our creature survive, though, which is a big if. This into the graveyard. May as well attack with this. They're almost certainly going to kill the Steel Leaf Champion here. Probably after grabbing it with Claim the Firstborn. Okay, do we want to make the land drop or we don't? Oh, we survived here. Let's see. That's 6. We can afford to drop this, right? Doesn't make a difference. The Primal Might once. Keep the new one. I actually made the Emrakuls cost 8. Guess I should have played the Mystic at that point. Oh well, I'm too excited to cast Emrakul here. No! Stop conceding when I cast Emrakul. Don't you know I want to see what happens? Oh my goodness, was that not recording? Please tell me that was recording. I just finally pulled off Emrakul. Look, new battlefield. Oh jeez. Oh my goodness. Okay, definitely recording this time. Dark Angel, will you be the one? Keep it. What are the chances our Llanowar survives, though? Actually, we need to draw a forest. We can't even cast Castle Gambrig. Will be tapped because we don't even have a forest. So in some respects, it doesn't matter if they have the Fatal Push. And the black decks are out in force today. The third one in a row. This might be Jund. Who knows? Kind of a Jundy move to hit me with the Fatal Push right off the bat. Yeah, you're not going to block. I knew it. I knew it. Your mother knows it. Your father knows it. Your sister knows it. And I knows it.
It's not that easy being green, having to spend each day the color of the leaves.
I think we have another turn. I'm going to henge it up. Could start cavaliering, but think drawing the cards off the Cavaliers will be nice. Something nice. I was going to say I'd trade Yorvo for that guy, but it's first strike death touch, so really not much you can do. One Yorvo. Nice move. Tireless Tracker. The opponent has some classics here. Green-black value deck. Oh, Gary decks are out tonight. Hold off on the forest. We might draw a Nykthos. See what we get here. Get a forest. Fortunately, I have to put an Emrakul in the yard. Plus it up. Yeah, see, oh, we're getting Yorvo out of range of the Glissa. Chaining off creatures. That's what I like to see. Oh, we did get a Nykthos. Oh well. Guess I'll slam in. The question is, do we let the Cavalier of Thorns die so we can put the Emrakul on top of the library? This taps for 8 minus these 3 pips. That could be a strategy. Pardon me. Really stuffed up from this cold. Apologies. Taking their time.
I do not have time for this. I do not have time for you.
They do not attack. Interesting, interesting. Well, let's go to Lana War. We get a Kiora.
Sun in the sky, brine on my skin. Great day to fight.
Big mana, big mana, big mana. Draw some cards. Yeah, we'll add another Nykthos. We will storm that festival. Add another Nykthos. Keeps the new one. Chevalier. Milling our whole deck here. What do we get? Steel Leaf Champion. Opponent has not conceded yet. Okay, so we got 18 mana we would lose, but I think we want to attack with our Cavalier of Thorns just in case they block. And in case we can draw an Emrakul with it. The Elvish Mystic. Oh, they're blocking. Oh, opponent. We get any card from our graveyard. We'll take the Emrakul, thanks. Take action. Just cast a little 1/1. Here we go, here we go. Opponent hasn't scooped yet. Oh, no. Ah, yes. The old all lands hand.
Here comes the flood. Drink up, dreamers. You're running dry.
Starting to wonder if opponent was even there. Luckily, I have memes to keep you all entertained. Thought sneeze. Well, there goes Wolf Willowhaven. Even less of a reason to have kept this hand. Next turn, Grease Fang. Yep. It's a Grease Fang deck. It's a Grease Fang deck. Shouldn't have kept that hand, I guess. We don't really have a way to deal with Grease Fang, so... Get a lot of lands. Take the Cavalier, why don't you? Yep. You got nothing else to do. We'll just let them kill themselves through shocks. I'm going to cast Great Henge for its full... Actually... It's Wolf Willow on Castle Garenbrig so that they'll be forced to use their Boseiju, which they always have. Or a Witherbloom command. Really not having any luck getting a Greasefang or a Can't Stay Away or... I mean, they already have one thing in the yard here. Even Eldritch Evolution into a Greasefang. Make it even more, ever more consistent. Unfortunately, cannot power out Great Henge with this. Let's see, 6, 7. The untap. Opponent just taking me apart with the without even using their combo here. All right, did they finally hit it? No. They discard Boseiju. They don't even need it. There, they found Greasefang. All right, deck. We need a big turn next turn or bust. The blocks. Cavalier of Thorns could be good. May as well Garenbrig, right? Because if we waste a mana, we waste a mana. If we somehow get a creature here, the land card onto the battlefield. From the festival. Great Hengi. And gain some life from it. Pass the turn. They don't. Oh, they do have a Parhelion, so we're just dead, right? Oh no, we have reach. Cavalier of Thorns can reach here, and Lily can make us sacrifice the Llanowar Elf.
Happy to help, but I'm off you go.
Lily can also help them auto discard the Parhelion every turn. If I block that, take 8, 10, 12. I have to block the 5/5, right? I would like to take out a 4/4, but Emmy cool. I would like to take your turn. Somehow don't think we're gonna win this though. Yeah, opponent's sticking around for it. Okay. Am I recording? Better be recording. Let's go, let's go. Draw some serious cards. Oh, man. 1 mana short of the Primal Might, too. We can't force them to block. Is there any way we can get them to... Each player discards a card.
Drop it.
You're going to discard Grizzly Salvage. I will discard Forest. Return target vehicle. Man, there's like no choice of submit 0, huh? Have to pick one. Make the cats, so we're just like completely dead. But we can send the 2 angels into their doom. Actually, we can send Greasefang and an angel and I guess the Rafine's informant. Cast of blockers. Block an angel. Block Grease. Actually, I could have blocked. Yeah, I could have done that differently.
You failed to entertain me. I've always hated crowds.
They still beat us here? Did I screw that up on the blocking? Oh, they get Eldritch Evolution. Get a Greasefang. And they can play the Chariot. And they get back up Arhelion. Yeah. Ah, so close. But you know what? We played Emrakul. Woo! We played Emrakul. Died of first strike damage. GG's. Okay, stick around for the stats. Okay, so that run, of which you saw a portion, was 8-11. Wasn't that terrible. 42% win rate on the play, 40% on the draw, actually higher. And let's see, our win rate, we were beating the blue-white decks and the white-red decks 1 out of 1 games and splitting matches with other decks. So interesting. Took me about 2 hours. Unfortunately, was not recording the Emrakul game that I won. But I will leave at the end of this video a game with Sparky, so you can see where I tested this out, and that will be fun. Thanks for joining me here. Hit subscribe if you like this kind of thing. Leave a comment. Let me know if this kind of thing is fun for you. I'm going to give away packs when I hit 500 subscribers. So, anyways, appreciate you stopping by. I'm going to remind you that Magic is a game so fun, even dads can enjoy it. Adios. All right. I'm going to play Sparky
Hey, look. I'm a
because I want to find out what happens here. Typhoid rats. Republican scoundrel. Blocks. Need to draw land. Am I gonna get mana screwed against Sparky? No blocks. Here we go. Here we go. Now we're in cooking with business. That's right, Sparky. You're attacking. Great Hingy. Sparky's cheering us on.
Bet you've never been hugged by a kraken before. I love to make a splash.
Can't do anything with that extra mana, so I guess I could cast another Great Henge. No, can't even do that. Pass turn. Sparky. We'll get another Cavalier Thorns. Sparky not taking out Kiora. Interesting. Interesting strategy there, old Sparks. Do a lot of things. We'll get a Castle Garenberg. Found some cards, but well, here we go. If we untap the Great Henge, we can play another Old Growth Troll.
Life thrives.
That's right, Sparky. You are way outmatched here. So if I do this for 6, then untap it. Can I hit it for 6 again? Oh yeah, I can. Emrakul. And it drew me a card. Gonna nick those. Nice. Block the Tramplers. Again, Sparky, I'm not sure. Not sure you're really strategically making the best choice. Oh, we control. No attacks. What would I do? Cruel Cut. Destroy my own creature. And that. Indestructible. Can't target Emrakul because it's protection from instants. Okay. That was what happens. Now if I can't... If you're seeing this, it's because I couldn't get it to happen in a real game. And that's too bad, but, you know. That's the way it goes. Good, real good. You're right, Sparky. I will put an end to this. We'll send in Emrakuls to do the honors. If I ever stop drawing cards. To combat. Emrakul. And that
Play again?
is game. Stick around for the win rate.